Sure, thank you. A big win for us Saturday night. Beat a good South Alabama team and, had a good crowd and a good performance. And it's really good to start out 1-0. So did some really good things. Offensively, had some balance in there. Defensively, gave up some yards, but played really good in the red zone and played really good in special teams, especially, against a guy like Trey Minner, who I have nothing but the ultimate respect for, a great football player, and we were concerned about him in the return game. And our kids did a really nice job of kicking it and covering it and, kind of taking that out of the equation, so to speak. So big win for us, and like I said, we're excited to start conference 1-0. And huge test this week with Memphis coming to town. They're 4-0 and ranked, and, the game was moved, to 2:45. And so, it's just they present a lot of challenges. And the first thing to me that jumps out when you watch Memphis is speed. I mean, they have legit speed at all the places that you want legit speed, and they know how to use it. Offensively, they're running the football really good. I know Taylor was hurt early in the year. Gainwell's come in and just really been, out of sight, really, what he's been able to do. So quarterback's good. Coxey's still there at receiver. So, I mean, they have really good threats there. The biggest change from when we played them 2 years ago to now is what they're doing defensively. And they've totally changed their philosophy, and from an odd defense to a two-gap defense to a bend, no-break defense to a four-down attacking, coming after you defense. And so far this year, I mean, they're playing as good a defense as anybody. Hold no miss to 10, adjusting last week against Navy and holding them out, the second half. And their defense is really, really impressive. And then they have a kickoff return for a touchdown and a block punt for a touchdown already in 4 weeks. So big, big challenge for us, no question. But we're excited. I mean, you get a team that's arguably, in Coach Norvell's time there, one of the top group of 5 teams in the country, and you're getting them to come to your place for military appreciation game and all that. It's exciting.
Thank you, Coach. Our first questions come from Whitney Hayworth with the Sunbelt Digital Network. Please go ahead, Whitney.
Good morning, Coach. How are you today?
I'm great, Whitney. Thanks. How are you?
I'm good. Congratulations on the win this past Saturday.
Thank you.
One person that you spoke about that you had to shut down on South Alabama was Trey Minter. Talk a little bit more about specifics in the ways that you saw your kicking game do that on the return game, but then also offensively.
Well, really, I mean, when you look at the game, he had a great night against our defense, 150-something yards rushing, and what we were able to do, and we have a lot of respect for him as a returner too, but we thought our kids did a good job of our kickoff guy kicking it to the end zone and not giving him an opportunity to run it. And then our punter, we thought, did an excellent job of punting the ball with distance and with the right hang time that we could actually get down and covering. So we were able to kind of, I guess, negate the special teams part of it. He had a huge night offensively against our defense, but we were at least able to, to play good in that aspect and not giving those opportunities in the open field like you get on special teams.
Looking ahead to Memphis, I mean, you've already spoken everything that you can about that team. But in terms of getting ready and scouting that team, you'll actually be able to watch their game against South Alabama, obviously, who you just faced. So how does that help in your preparation?
I think it helps in watching, how physical South Alabama is and, the physicality against us, and then you watch their guys and stuff. And, you watch, their ability to South Alabama's ability to match, covering them down the field and doing some stuff like that. And then, you watch, their guys against us. And so I think there's some gain out of it. I think, more from a personnel standpoint than a scheme standpoint. But they were really impressive against South Alabama and certainly had a less task, what the word is, did better against South Alabama than we did and stuff in terms of running the ball and some things they did. So we know they're going to be tough.